Jamal Niaz here with the man of the moment, Mike Perry. I mean, what a week you've had. You've gone from being the backup guy to you were in negotiations for a fight this weekend. Was that with Idris Virgo? Can you now confirm? Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to make that fight happen. I understand that he went out of his way to try to come over here and ask for that fight. So I asked him to fight me, and I thought about it, and I don't have to give you an answer as soon as you come up to me. It's like, hey, you want to fight me, then fucking do something about it. And but I did ask for it, and there's lots of things going on. I explained the situation to him. He wants to catch an attitude because what? I don't fucking say what he wants to hear. Yes, oh my God, let's go. Fucking let's go. That's what I said. I said let's go. He didn't do shit about it. Fuck him, he's a pussy. He wanted to talk shit to me on social media, but he didn't want to fucking cuss me out or try to push me or punch me or do nothing in my face. So fuck him. And I tried to make that fight this morning. I think they brought him out to weigh in, but there's so many issues with the co-main event. They brought me out to be a backup opponent for the Logan Paul and possibly even Danis. Danis said pretty much he didn't want to box me. He wanted to do MMA. So if it was me he was fighting and boxing, I think there was going to be a lot of things that changed. Logan was late to weigh-ins this morning, so Dylan says, oh, Logan missed weight, saying because he missed the time zone. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, he missed it because he fucking cut his face last night. Yeah. And then Dylan says, oh, he's not fighting because Logan was late to weigh-ins. So then they're like, look, we can't make a fight with Mike because we brought him here to be the backup opponent to step in with Logan if Dylan doesn't step in and fight. And then it's like, hey, does Logan want to fucking fight me when he's already got a cut on his face? Now listen, they brought me here to be the backup. I'll step in, I'll do what I gotta do. Yeah. I don't care if I feel bad for you or not. I would go for that spot that you got hit with the microphone. I'm gonna try to do what I gotta do to win, and it's no disrespect to you. It's just the name of the game. And so we tried to make a fight. I was even going to take a large pay cut to do it, just to get in the ring, throw some gloves on, and entertain and perform. I tried, bro. We can't make it happen because they brought me here to do a specific job, and that's the job they need me to do. Because every day Dylan says something else.
Yeah, like what you said this morning. Yeah, I've got you.
He's like, I'm out. Yeah. I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out. They literally told me, and the stipulations are up into the first couple minutes of them fighting,
you're the backup guy.
I'm the backup guy. Yeah. So if the first minute goes by and something isn't right and Dylan just decides to get out of the ring, will Logan accept the fact that I'm going to walk in and fight him? That's what they paid me to be here for. So that's what I got to do. That's
frustrating for you as well, because that yesterday, like you said, you wanted that fight. You wanted to fight. Yeah.
I tried to explain to him. He didn't want to hear it. He's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, look, you want me to fight you for free. They don't want to give me the fight with you because I'm the backup all the way up until the point. You're not going to be the co-main event after the co-main event. I'm not going to fight Logan and then get to fight you. They need me on standby, and so fight me right now then. And you want the views, you want the attention, you'll get it if you fucking do something. And you didn't do shit.
Because that's the thing. I think the influencer guys. I mean, Idris is a skilled fighter, but he's not been in there with someone like you. And these influencer guys, I think they step to the wrong person when they call you out. Like, I was getting nervous for Anthony Taylor yesterday on stage because you weren't taking what he was saying lightly, and you was ready to go then as well. You're always ready to go.
Anthony's funny though, right? He's got a good attitude. I gotta give him credit for being humble. Okay. He's here to fight with his opponent. And, I asked him, because I looked at the Idris and Taylor fight this morning. I was looking at it, hoping that I could fight Idris. I was trying to look a little bit at his style. And I asked Taylor this morning, I said, man, yeah, he pissed me off with the nose thing because that fucking happened to me, and I'm pissed about that shit happening. But I took that shit like a man. And I told Taylor, I said, man, do you still box like you did when you lost to Idris? Because, man, you sucked, man. He was like, don't worry, I'll be a lot better if I get in the ring with you. So, Taylor's got a good attitude. I'm looking forward to watching some of these fights. And I know that these guys, these kids, these YouTubers, they're fighters too.
Yes.
They're boxers now. Some of them have done it quite a few times. and I know what it's like to want to put on and want to be the best version of yourself. So I'm looking forward to seeing this show and see how entertaining it is. I think it's going to be great.
And when they squared you and Dylan up against each other yesterday, was that just for show, or in your mind was you actually sizing up and thinking, if Logan's not going to fight, I could be potentially fighting Dylan tomorrow night?
Listen, I did that because I was like, damn, they're not going to have a face-off. I had a face-off with Logan.
In London, yeah.
What's going to happen? Is Logan going to have to pull out now because his face is busted open? It's understandable. Some fighters do that. They can't do it, and props to Logan for saying, no, it's still on. He's not letting him get away. And then Dylan's still like, well, I'm not going anyways after he wins with a weapon, and I was like, well, me and Dylan, look, because you have beef with someone else, there's never been animosity between us.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have beef with you, and I'm here for my time to get some new fans so that they can look forward to watching me fight in the future. Figured I'd face off with Dylan. What if Logan doesn't fight? Maybe Dylan will box me and we can make a matchup, and because that's what I do, man. I'm a fighter at the end of the day. I'm a boxer, and I want to box. I want to perform, but everything is just so up in the air. It's a, what do they call this? A semi-pro boxing card, a celebrity or a YouTube boxing card.
Yep.
The promotion are doing their best, but some of these athletes are really kind of taking it all over the place. That's what social media does. You can't just believe everything you see and read. And as a fighter, you have to know that in the last moment, I could be stepping in there. So it's kind of intriguing.
And props to you, yesterday you showed maturity and composure, because I was there in between you and Idris, and I thought, from your past, like, you would have gone there and then, about 2 years ago, but you have matured. You said it on your podcast recently, you have mellowed out a bit. Was you actively telling yourself, listen, do not throw a punch right now? Because we could all see it in your eyes. You was ready to go.
I was trying to get him to throw one first.
So then you had
As I said, fight me right now. What the fuck? Fight me, bro. Yeah. And I was ready to throw something if he did anything, but he didn't, because he's a commendable fighter as well.
Yeah.
As much as I say fuck him and he's a little pussy, he didn't do shit. He's
matchmaking. He's trying to make a match for the fans.
I get it, and I'm trying to make it too. But there's just lots of things hanging over my head that I was brought here to do a job, and they're already paying me. If they're not going to pay me anything to fight you, and I don't even have to fight, make it worth my while. Why don't you fucking do something? Push me, put your hands on me, punch me. Let's fight.
No one wants to do that, Mike. No one in this building wants to do that with you. I was speaking to Bryce Hall as well. Bryce has tried his hand at bare knuckle, and he was successful. And he said he wanted to put his hand up when everyone was going, who would be the perfect tag team partner for Mike Perry? The Bare Knuckle Boys. That could be your tag team name. Would you ever jump in there? Because that would be so much fun. And to be fair, Bryce could just sit on the outside and you could just finish the fight in 30 seconds if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not really a team sport kind of guy, but I'm interested to see the tag team boxing on this one.
Yeah.
And my managers were talking to me about that this morning and said, they'd have to really make it worth my while if I'm gonna get in there and have anyone else be my backup or anything like that. So, but shout out to Bryce Hall, man. He's trying to better himself, and he got in there and he had a bare knuckle fight. So, maybe I'll be seeing more of him.
You know what I'm gonna say next in regards to perfect tag team partners? You and Till, obviously. That would just be the dream, wouldn't it?
No, we're fighting each other. That's plain and simple.
Fight each other and then tag together.
Plain and simple, we're fighting each other. But, hey, man, stay tuned, bro. I might be getting in the ring.
Final one, UFC, big news. Next week, Khamzat versus Usman. That's like a dream match for MMA fans. What do you make of that one?
Yeah, I said to someone that I think Khamzat's wrestling is more technical, more fluid. I think Usman's wrestling is more. He's been MMA champion and he's fought a certain way. He'll even fight another wrestler and they just end up boxing the whole time. He doesn't use his wrestling. I think Khamzat's always going to use his wrestling. He's very clean with it. And I think it's going to be a problem for Usman but he did have trouble with Burns, right? And Usman
hits way harder.
Usman fought Burns and he beat him up. So, you know, I actually didn't think about that, but I think Kamaru. I could be wrong. Maybe I got to go with my African brother, Usman.
Well, one more. What did you make of Jorge Masvidal's bare knuckle MMA? What did you make of that? I know, sorry, it just
I
popped
like
into my head.
Masvidal. I like Masvidal, and
Jump in there, bare knuckle MMA, man.
I don't have to, and they're not gonna pay the way that I get paid now. So, you know, bare knuckle boxing.
That's the last one. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.